Hello there gang, and welcome to another Past Blast, formerly known as Blasts from the Past, in which we're taking a look at Gun, released back in 2005 for the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 2, and eventually it was ported to the PC. It's you can probably guess looking at it from the title. It's an open world GTA style game set in the Wild West. So have a quick look at our options. There's a reason why the display thing there is not showing up. It's because of a patch I have installed. Graphic options, not a lot. Sound, and some controls. You might want to notice that my mouse sensitivity is set right down. Well, it was. Now it's gone right up for some reason. Yeah, mouse is a bit wacky for a reason. Controls are rebindable, which is a good thing because they're a little bit wacky when you first start the game up with melee on your right mouse button and things like that. Not always the smoothest. So you might want to do a bit more rebinding to make it a bit more like modern games. So that. And let's just load a game. So you're Carlton White, our protagonist, and you have a horse.
Hey, Lucky. This is my last run till further notice. The fugitive band of Apaches are on the warpath again. They cut the telegraph and destroyed the bridge leading out of Dodge.
What's got them stirred up?
New railroad between Dodge and Empire. Cuts through their land.
Dodge City. Take the token to the Alhambra Saloon and ask for Jenny. That's what Ned said just before he died.
Oh, and seeing as you're new to Dodge, I thought I'd better warn you about the locals. Dodge can be a pretty rough place, so if you're gonna start a fight, be prepared to finish it, or plan on getting out of town until it blows over. I'm sure you'll be fine. Have a good one!
So the voice acting and characters are excellent throughout. Plenty of cutscenes. Typical spaghetti western, lots of violence and bloodshed. Also, as you might expect from the era, weapons are a little bit limited. You have your pistol, your rifle and your shotgun. You also get some throwables later on. But you can't expect a modern arsenal, but you do get upgrades for your weapons, and you will get more improved weapons as you play through the story missions of the game. And of course, as you can see, there's some little mini sort of missions, mini games throughout. You've got poker in the saloon, you've got wanted missions, dead or alive, to bring people back, Pony Express, ranching on the farm with cattle and things. So quite a lot to add flavour. You can also find lumps of gold around and mine them for money. And of course, as you complete these little mini missions, your stats will go up. Now it's also worth looking, I suppose, at the visuals. Yeah, I mean, this game wasn't considered great even on its day of release. So by today's standards, it's definitely very much lacking. It's also worth noting there's some performance issues with this game. Now, in GTA style, at the moment we're restricted to this very small area. Once the map opens up, you'll start getting some real strange performance issues with hitching, stuttering, whether it's to do with streaming the map in, or it's to do with loading in AI, I'm not 100% sure, but even to this day, with far superior computers, those performance issues are still there. They're not as bad as they used to be, thanks to modern performance, power of a modern PC, but they are still there. Also zooming, because there's even as you saw in the controls with my mouse sat right down, there is some crazy mouse acceleration going on here. It really is like super sensitive. When you zoom in, it sort of semi-slows down. You've also got like a bullet time, which you can fire as often as you like. So let's have a quick look at some of the missions. This is going to be quite hectic when it gets going. Oh, and before we do start that, as I mentioned, it doesn't support modern resolutions and aspect ratios. There is an external file that you can download, extract it to the gun folder, and it will support your native monitor resolution. I'll leave a link for that in the description, but otherwise you'll be stuck playing at 1280 by 720 with black bars and a really scrumped up aspect ratio. So let's get the party started.
Help you? I'm looking for Jenny.
Hey, Jenny!
Where'd you get this?
Fella named Ned White give me it. Told me to come here and ask for you.
I remember Ned. He was real sweet on a girl that used to work here, Sadie. That's her picture above the bar.
Sadie's dead.
What? How do you know? Who are you?
Ned was my father. He and Sadie were both killed on a steamboat up north.
Come on upstairs.
God damn it, girl! How long we gotta wait before we get a proper poke?
Till I tell you. Now have another drink on me, and I'll be with you shortly.
He ain't getting a poke before us.
Let go of me!
Not till I'm done with you, bitch! Come on! Yeah, like this. Woo! Yeah! Stop him!
So you'll also notice it's console roots, the way it sort of locks onto. What are you shooting at? Oh, it's still up, that's why. It sort of just roughly locks onto him as long as it's red. Your health is done by bottles. You just see your whiskey jar there. And you don't have an ADS for the pistols, unfortunately. Only for the rifle. I'll use some of my flask, I can pick up some more health recharges. It's got some nice animations. You can knock weapons out their hands and things. It should go along. Let's try the old 6-shooter. Obviously, your 6-shooter's a little bit better for close. So there, knocked his pistol out. Let's take it. See if I can grab this guy. Yeah, you can use my shields. What is this? Starting pistols? It's not the best. Headshot. Ah, they shot him. Oops, there's one. There's several there. I should have bought that. I should have bought the reloader for my gun before I started this. I should have had the scalping knife. So, there we go. Wonder if there's any more around. Oh well, matters not. Let's get the. Let's keep pushing forward.
Get this asshole off me!
That was John White.
Come over here. Better show you this now before the rest of the Red Hands show up. It's all yours. Night before she left, Sadie begged me to keep it safe till Ned came for it. Poor girl was in love with him, I think.
Ned never cared much for six guns. Rifle and tomahawk were his choosing. Where'd Sadie go from here?
Empire, New Mexico. A new sporting house wanted her for the main attraction, but she ran off a short time after she got there.
Huh, you know why?
No, but maybe I'll find out. As soon as the roads open, I'm going to Empire to replace her.
Back.
Burn it to the ground! That bastard killed my brother!
He's got his gang downstairs
So
trying
now
to
at
set
least we've
fire to
got a
the
slightly
place.
better gun. Should make our life a little bit easier.
No, wait! Turn it off!
That's him for rifles.
You'll go! Son of a...
Oh, there's one out there.
Torch is out, assholes!
Should will give you a bit of covering fire.
I'll duck the place. You stop the
So
fire
there, I
once
wasn't
we
really
start the war.
particularly close to him, but the icon was red, so it gave me a hit anyway.
How does this thing like you learn?
Give me a hand here!
Try and faff around it this bit. There's one down here somewhere. There it is. Two down here.
Can't hold your liquor nor your aim.
Damn it!
Almost down here. Nope, I think they're up here still somewhere. There we are.
I'm done, boys!
Taking out the torch carriers first. Will do, Chief. So when the game gets going, there's plenty of action, as you can see.
I'm here! I'm so shot! Oh!
Just wish they had that awful amount of zoom on the rifles. It does make things harder than they need to be. Come on, reload.
He's outside rounding up the rest of the gang. It's Crude, Rude's brother.
Let's burn some of the whorehouse down!
There are, we've got some news to something. There we go.
They're attacking the west side.
Having your way, chicken shit! Stay there, burn with the big...
Go for rounds and get reloading. Obviously, at the moment, as I say, I didn't buy any of the reloads,
Fire's going!
which I should have done.
It's on fire!
There we go.
You're gonna need a horse.
I'm not going to need a horse. Need some ammunitions.
Get
Where's
a
the-
horse and run him down.
Don't need a horse to run them down. Actually, I probably do need a horse to run them down though. They're probably around the back.
You're gonna need a horse.
There we go. You've got some horse attacks as well if I can. Oh no, somebody else there. Needs something. That's here. Oops. I'm off the horse again, I think. I've set my horse on fire. I've never seen that before. Let's see, finish him off. Yeah, it's completely defenseless.
There's one last wave. Take him out.
Roger Wilco. Oh, come on, that was a headshot. Ah, job done. There's certainly plenty of action in this game once it gets kicked off. Need some more health to pick up. Here we go.
Let's settle this thing. If you got the balls.
So there's not really an actual draw mechanic as such. Although there are some slightly more inventive boss fights later on in the game. This is pretty much its standard. Oh, it's still upright. Oh, no.
Mighty.
Let's execute him. Let's get reloading. He seems to have bugged out. And we've now got a shotgun.
Hell of a shot, kid. Bet he was dead before he hit the ground.
You gonna arrest me?
Hell no. I'm gonna hire you. I'm Patrick Dent, City Marshal.
Where you been, Pat? All hell's broken loose here. Huh?
Out at the bridge. Apaches are making things plenty hot out there. Listen, I could use a dead shot like you to protect the Chinaman. How about it?
He's coming back inside with me.
Oh, lucky him. Well, if you change your mind, kid, come on out to the bridge west of town. Damn Peckerwood.
Jenny, can you keep a secret?
I'm a book of secrets, honey.
I was on that steamboat. A murdering preacher led the attack. I saw him kill Sadie.
A preacher. About a week ago, a reverend named Reed showed up here looking for Sadie.
Did he say where he was from?
Said he'd come from Empire.
Then I'm going there with you.
I know the mayor of Empire. His name's Hoodoo Brown. If anyone can help you find that preacher, it'll be him.
Then I better get out to that bridge. Help that marshal get the road open. Keep the change. Reed. That son of a bitch is gonna pay. Just as soon as I get to Empire City.
And we've also got our first throwable. So yes, there's quite a bit to enjoy here. So this is where I should have gone first. I was bought some upgrades for the weapon to make that a little bit easier.
Just received a new shipment of goods. Have a look.
Let's see, shelf slot. No, not that particularly. Definitely needed to pickaxe because you can mine gold all over the place. Definitely want to reload to speed up. And some more. Oh. Okay, I'll go with that for the time being. So, some decent little mini missions. The Pony Express, the ranching, the wanted posters. Combat slightly clumpy, graphics definitely slightly clumpy. But excellent characters throughout, brilliant voice acting, plenty of cutscenes, good twisting story. In my humble opinion, this is definitely one of the better single-player games, story-driven games I've played in quite a long while. Well, I say quite a long while. This is a game I've played on and off. Every so often I'll reinstall it, play it through. There's one of the ammunition dumps. There's always plenty of ammunition around. It's not the hardest game. Although, as you saw, when they start hitting you, they can hit you hard. I'm not playing this on the hardest difficulty level. It is just really how badly the graphics and controls have aged, and the performance issues that I mentioned with the stuttering and hitching. But if you're in the market for a bit of a good rootin', tootin', shooting, Wild West flavoured, single-player, story-driven campaign, this really is an excellent choice if you can just live with those shortcomings. So anyway, gang, let's conclude our dealings here. This was Gun. It does have its little issues as mentioned, but overall, if you can pick it up on a sale, because that is the one thing, it's Activision. It rarely goes on sale. I still want a tenner for it. With the age it's showing, a lower price might be a lot more acceptable. As it is, every so often you'll see it on a 75% off sale, and it's about £2.50. And for that money, I honestly think it's well worth it if you want to see a classic game with some excellent Western themes going on. So yes, gang, let's conclude our dealings here. As ever, thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I hope you found it useful, entertaining, or interesting in some way. And as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know you're alive. And I shall see you all next time. Bye now.